So, without further ado, let's dive into community highlights. And this week has been pretty sweet. On this week's of Would Jace Live Here? So, and I always forget to bring up my notes. Open speaker notes. And that does that, and that's super annoying, but what are you gonna do about it? All right. Maybe I need to do something special for the stream. We'll see. More tools. All right. Working on tools. So first up, we have from Ramun. I think that's how you pronounce that. Aramun. With, gotta get that meta in, you know what I mean? State of Dev, that's true. Gotta get that meta in. It's a nice suspension bridge. They proclaimed this is their first suspension bridge, and I'm super proud because it's a really cool looking bridge for trains. Very nice. Or maybe this is a highway. Total, are you here? Maybe I don't know. I'm also confused about these things. The suspense. God damn it, Rek. Why haven't we banned you yet? So yeah, it's very good. Very good. Next is from Alex88FR with their little city going on. Very nice. I like this shot from like the down under, seeing it from the more industrial side of the city. That was nerfed last week. No. It's always there. This is a really cool view. I like this. You can see like it gives you like the sense of like this is the industrial part of town, and you can see like the fancy towers in the background. But this is where the meat goes down. You know, this is where the actual business happens. You know. So yeah, it's very nice. I always like the thematic things Alex does with their save file. All right, next up is from Traffixs. Traffixs is a clever name. Traffixs. This sweet-looking greenhouse kind of build. I feel like I included an inside shot, but I think I forgot to add it to the slides. But so this produces 30 crystal oscillators per minute. It's a very clean-looking greenhouse. I wish I would have included it because like there's a shot from like at the top here. It's I don't know what it is, but there's something with like the combination of doing like a factory within a greenhouse, right? Those are two like contrasts that really hit each other off. I really like that view when you're inside the factory looking out, and it really gives you like the greenhouse vibes, but there's like a huge factory running inside. I thought that was pretty funny. They look like the Stonks graph phase. Wait, they kind of do actually. We just need the little dude at the back. I could be the dude. Stonks. All right, anyway. Next up is from Dogbert, who's made this sweet looking like Space Needle kind of thing. I don't know if that actually is influenced by the Space Needle, but it looks really cool. Also suspended by suspension bridges. So there's like two metas going on right here, okay? We got the tower meta and we got the suspension, like the bridge meta happening at the same time. That's immersion breaking for sure, yeah. Really cool though, I like this. I think it's a very interesting, like, you can't tell that it's a space elevator. I think that's the thing that really gets me, is that you can, like, it's almost like they took just the elevator part of the space elevator, and like they stole that and used it for their own build. I think that's really clever. Looks like a tribute to the Arecibo radio telescope. I don't know what that is, but that looks cool. Maybe it is. I don't know. It wasn't specified in the Reddit post. It's not just sitting. It's being suspended by two suspension bridges. All right. All right. Very cool. I'm liking it. Next up is from Sergeant Pepper. We all know who this is, right? I hope so. I hope we all do. Pepper's been doing a lot of building, and he's got this factory in the Northern Forest this time around. I believe last time was Dune Desert. He's like going through every like starting environment. It's pretty funny. But yeah, he's been working on this for a long time. Really, really digging it. And it's got some train stations going on. I think this is very cool. I love seeing like the views going through, the trains going through the Northern Forest. It's a really like scenic route. digging that. Very nice. Very nice. Next up is from Bajox Gaming, who built this steel factory in the rocky desert, rocky dunes, rocky desert, rocky place. Just really cool building. I like this. I love the. It feels like an underpass almost, where you're going down and then you're going like into Area 51, like underneath the ground and stuff like that. Very clever. So you can see like the trucks going down. Very nice. It was a radio telescope from GoldenEye. Oh, okay. Well, that's like straight up an antenna though, isn't it? But yeah, same vibe actually, because that one was built in like a crater or something. Very cool. So yeah, Bajox also did a good job, I'd say. Next up from Sckarrad or Sckarrad, who has made this like sorting situation going. So you can see the sushi belt coming in here, jiving, just moving and grooving. And there's a huge like sorting building essentially that just sorts all the stuff and puts them in containers. So really cool build. And then you've got like this octagon. Yeah. Around the space elevator. So that's a base if I ever saw one. Got a couple of batteries in the background, I think. No, those are refineries. Yeah, refineries. Lit, that's for sure. Really digging it. Really digging it. All right, next up, viewer discretion be advised. No, what is the whatever? It's spaghetti. Okay, that's what I'm trying to warn you about. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Pretty cool factory. You can see like it's pretty high end. You can see the blender and shit like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. We gotta include one of these, at least one of these, in every community highlights. Otherwise, it would be no fun, you know? Like we gotta appreciate you have the whole spectrum, right? You have the people that are really like clean builds, and you have people that do this. And you know, they're both impressive in their own way, I'd say. So yeah, still not as bad as Let's Game It Out. Yeah. I think this is more organized than Let's Game It Out, honestly. So yeah, I'd rather live here than in Josh's pipe situation. So yes. All right. So we need a quick update to houghi or houghi. If you folks don't remember, last week, or maybe it was the week before, houghi posted on the Reddit that they're like, screw you guys, I'm building in the Spire Coast. So that's what they're doing. They're just building in the Spire Coast, right? And boy howdy, this place looks different, right? So this is the cliff face that we're on, like that cliff face here, right? And we're looking out. This is where that arch is. The waterfall with like the waterfall everybody complains about, I think it's right behind here. So like this is gonna clip into that waterfall. Actually, one thing that I kind of want to address too is some people speculate about this, but I just want to confirm this. These like pillars here that you see here, this is the area. Though there's one shot where you can see like the Dune Desert pillars, and there's like mushrooms on them, and it's like going towards the Spire Coast. That's where that shot is. So that's going towards this direction, right? Total got that right in his video. I believe Kibitz also talked about that. So that is correct. It is this section of the map. And that's also where you can run into spitters, which some people also pointed out. So very nicely caught, everyone. I'm glad that I gave enough like hints to people to figure it out. Anyways, houghi's built his space here, and I guess we're just gonna have to live with that when the update drops. Pretty. I mean, gotta respect the gotta respect the tenacity, if anything. Yes. So yeah, after the update, this will be pretty. Yeah, this will be in the middle of. Yeah, you won't be able to access this building, I think. there's gonna be a rock going through this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is honest. Yeah, that is true. Actually, this is honest satisfactory mode. Very true. One person that did take my advice though is GeekyGamerBAC, who is moving their stuff out of the Spire Coast. So again, if we look at this from here, this is where houghi stuff is, right? Over in this section, and I believe they also have got like batters and stuff like here. So Geeky Gamer is moving out. So they're transporting the goods out of there. So I believe, if you look at this, I think the coral reef part of the map is like around here, maybe a little bit further to the left. So yeah, this part of the map would have been more fine, but I believe this shit is gonna get hella killed. But it's nice that somebody takes my advice. All right, just moving on up. It's nice to see someone takes my advice at least. But once you get back there, oh boy, it's gonna be stuff. All right, next up is from JuliusAwen or Aven, who's made this modular frame factory. I like this. So this produces like, I love that comment. This produces 4 modular frames or something like that, I believe. I love that, like, this much work for just 4 modular frames? What the fuck? Yeah, it's... I always think it's nutty when I see people like, yeah, this is making 100 modular frames per minute. That doesn't sound like much, but like, that is a lot, okay? That's a lot of work. But I'm really digging this. This is a really clean modular setup. I like the half and half, like you can see some of the walls, you can see it open. I think that's really clever. I'm a huge proponent. That is when you're for something, right? I just now realized I haven't been saying that word right. Anyways, I'm huge. I'm heavily for this, like when you have like an open factory kind of setup. And I guess they're doing like conveyor belt hiding shenanigans behind the walls, which I think is really clever too. Because the interesting things are like the buildings, you know, seeing them move. I'm huge. Shut up. So yeah, really cool factory. I'm really digging this. Very nice. This next one is insane. Okay, it's from Swiggins, New York City or NYC. I'm assuming it's New York City, but it could be something completely different. This is a starter price if I ever saw one. Okay, this is humongous. Yes. This is a really cool base. I like this. Like when people build, it kind of reminds me of like feet, like robot feet. And I just think there's a clever usage of the hub here. The hub is like sticking out because you can't like build over it because the ship flies away, right? Clever use of like railways, I'm assuming, and you know, it looks very cyber. Like this view as well looks like a cyber city, and like just seeing it at night too is amazing. This whole thing, not sure what's going on there. I'm assuming they're using mods for that, but that looks hella cool too. And like the ports here with the drones. Mwah, chef's kiss. Super good. Very nice. Unless this is beams. Yeah, maybe it's not modded. Maybe this is beams. Can you do this with beams? Just beams. How you can? How do you? Is there a tutorial on how to do this? Because now I'm curious. I've never seen this before. People doing it this way with beams. I guess it's just like you drag one out, horizontal, back in again. But it's like, it's also cool. If this is okay. If this is vanilla, you guys, like this is insanely cool because not only are they doing this interesting, like, it's not octagonal. It's not an octagon, so it's not the best octagon. But what was I talking about? Like, it's also curving inward. Hexagon. That's not. Wait. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry. No. Sorry. That's not what I was about to say. Squirrel. I lost track of it. Anyway, it's very impressive. Okay, it's very cool looking. It's like curved inward. It's circular. That's the word I was looking for. Like it's circular, but it's also bent inward. It's double circular. Like that's impressive. And it's cool. Very cool. All right. Next up, we have the new meta. Fjorum is giving us the new meta. I honestly, when I saw this picture, I was like, we featured that last week. But then I was like, no, we didn't. That was a different submission. So Fjorum is on the meta. This is the new meta. Yeah, really cool parking lot. Not that many cars, but that's because this is probably off hours, or the factory is probably not like hooked up yet or something. But this is a huge parking lot. It's got a lot of potential. So a lot of potential for the meme. Sorry, a lot of potential for the new meta. So yes, very cool. Pave paradise. Yeah. Pave the planet. Love that comment. And speaking of paving the product, here's another spaghetti pic. Look at that beautiful sunrise, you guys. Just look at it. It's so pretty, right? Keep your eyes here. Look at nothing else. Just look at the nice silhouettes from the sunrise. Could be a sunset too. I don't know actually. Maybe it's a sunset actually. Oh, I messed up. Just this is like when you shouldn't stare at people's chests, right? It's like just look them in the eyes. Just look them in the eyes. There's nothing wrong, okay? Be considerate, okay? Be considerate. Anyways, I love this. I think it's organized. I think it's organized, okay? Like it's funny because like it's only the belts really that aren't like this. The belts are all over the place. Everything else looks very like neatly packed in and stuff. So I think it's pretty clever. It's organized chaos, exactly. You know, at the end of the day, it's always about like how much are you producing? You know, can you produce 10 modular frames with spaghetti? Then you're still producing 10 modular frames. Like, what can I tell you? I don't know what to say. You know. Love the container pillar. It's it's a staircase. It's a ladder. You know, when you don't have ladders unlocked and you just use storage containers. We've all been there. Don't deny it. So yes, very nice, LordFjord. Next up, we have from Wacko. Didn't switch for some reason. We'll try again. Wacko 1881. This very cool, like circular coal setup. Looks like a cake platter, and I'm digging this. I'm digging the location too. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's just round and nice. It's got waterfalls looking at you. The hogs can't reach you because it's in the water. Rotundant. Yeah, it's just a clean coal power plant build. I'm digging it. I don't see the wire going out from it though, so it's an art installation, pretty much. But maybe they haven't set that up yet. Yeah, this is new meta, floating builds, exactly. Next up is from hooloovooblu. hooloovooblu. And I don't know why I included this, because it's just a foundation. Just a foundation floating in the air close to the camera. Wait, is it though? It's a floater. Is it though? It's a huge foundation. Yeah, it's only one. My game keeps crashing because of the object limit or whatever, the U object limit. But I only have one foundation in the game. What's up with that? Get it together, game designers. 16 FPS up top. From one foundation. Come on. I mean, come on. Can't believe this. Yeah, this is pretty funny. I'm amazed that like Hulu manages to like come up with like new things every time. There's just no end to it. It's amazing. I wonder if Hulu's played like more, like played the game more in this way rather than like actually playing the game. That's what I'm curious about. Love it. And okay, we're gonna close this off and end it on a spiritual note with this this like church kind of looking building from Martin van Houten or Houten. I think it's Houten. Anyways, super cool. Holy shit. GD, okay? Sorry, shouldn't swear. This is insanely cool. I'm curious again if this is modded or not, because no, I think all of this is just beams. Maybe it's using micromanage, but regardless, this is an insanely cool build, and it definitely deserves a thumbs up. So thumbs up in chat, everybody. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that old thumbs up button. Let's do it. Because this is A-okay. No, this is pretty nutty. This is where you pray for efficiency? That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. So yeah, that's community highlights for this week. Can't believe we blasted through it. Can't believe so much time of the stream is taken up by me blabbering about the update. But yeah, super cool to see the things that are built. I'm super looking forward to like when we actually launch the update and see like all the builds in the Spire Coast. I'm gonna be super excited to see that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for everyone posting stuff. Again, if you don't know where I'm going when I'm collecting this, I'm going to I'm going to Twitter using the hashtag Satisfactory screenshots, and then it will filter out the posts that were made using that hashtag. So make sure to use that hashtag and when you post stuff on Twitter. And if you're on Reddit, make sure to use the screenshot flare. That way, you know, I can filter on a screenshot and I don't go through like the hot page. So like if there's cool builds that maybe didn't get upvoted, I'll still see them. So yes, very cool. And every week we also highlight a content creator, and this week is no exception, because this week we're going to highlight Dan P. Dan P has made some really nice looking builds and has made a couple of videos like showcasing them. And I thought we'd take a look at their nuclear power plant setup with 250 nuclear power plants, which is, you know, if anyone's gonna profit from the change to linear overclocking, it's Dan P. So let's take a look. Very cool, very cool. So I highly recommend checking out this video too. If you use the command CC highlights, and I'm gonna steal this, post it on the Discord too. Dan goes through this build and like explains the setup for this and why it was made in this way and stuff like that. So I highly recommend checking out the rest of that video. It goes more in depth as to like how this was built and how waste is handled and stuff like that. So definitely check it out. It's the whole production line from scratch to nuclear power. So if you've never done nuclear power, it's also really pretty good, like giving you like in depth as to like how you can do it. Maybe not everyone will build 250 nuclear power plants, but you know, they give you a sense of what's going on. So yeah, that's community highlights, you guys.